Hey there everybody, it's Cosmo, and if you're wondering where the rest of the playthrough is for Punch Club, then okay. As much as I hate to say it, and I do hate to say it because I'm one of these people that doesn't like stopping games, I am abandoning the playthrough of Punch Club. Sadly. Now, this is not a decision I've made lightly. It's a choice that I'm making because basically I streamed for an hour and 40 minutes, and as you can see behind me, this video is playing. This is actually a video I recorded of the stream, and I proceeded to try and do the playoffs of Punch Club. And I proceeded to try and do this 3 times. And eventually what I was starting to see was that I had basically backed myself into a corner because I couldn't finish it. I got this close. Not this close, that close. I was like the final round of the playoffs and failed. I couldn't get through. Now, from what I have basically figured out, I've kind of did the game a little wrong. I tried to do too much jack of all trades rather than concentrate on one thing. And although I did try to adjust that, it's too late in the day really for my character to do that. Because what was happening was I would have to earn money by going to work because I wasn't doing the sort of the warehouse fights. I wasn't earning money from fighting, which meant that my training basically had to go on the back burner. I would have to earn enough money to pay for the food to put in the fridge and potentially get gifts to Adrian, then go back to the actual, sign up for the fight, do the training, try and keep going through the fight with all the food I had in my fridge, and keep up the training to train up my stats and try and do the fights. And it still failed. And as much as I want to continue on, the problem is the only way I'm going to get through it is if I keep doing the playoffs, keep improving, and keep going in a sort of a repetitive cycle. And as much as I want to play it, that's boring. Okay, it's boring for me to play. It's going to be even more boring for you guys to watch. And as much as as much as it's a game I want to play, it's something I just don't want to carry on with and get to a point where I sort of say, hey, look, I finally did it. I'm on day 360. Let's move on to the rest of the story. So I'm abandoning the playthrough as it stands. That's not to say that I'm not going to come back and play it at some point, but I've got other games I want to play. Punch Club was something I wanted to try out. I've tried it. I've played nearly 10 hours worth of it. And it's a fun game. It's an interesting game. It's got loads of cool references in it to 80s, 90s movies and films. And I was trying to say films and movies, and it almost came out like Moulems. I can recommend it. It's certainly something to pass the time with if you like that kind of RPG-esque games. My advice to you is don't try and be clever and do multiple things. Concentrate on one field at the very beginning. Build up your other stats as they come and try and play it a little bit more constructively like I did. Now, like I said, I will come back to play Punch Club at one point in time. When that is, I don't know. If you have come here by some miracle and have watched the playthrough and think I should try again, let me know, and maybe I'll bump it up to be a bit more recent, more sooner than, shall we say, a few months or a few years. Otherwise, I'm carrying on with other games. I enjoy Punch Club. I think it's a good game, worthy of a good thumbs up from Cosmo, but as far as it goes, this is the end of the playthrough. So thank you for watching my playthrough if you did, or thank you at least for watching for this video if you did. And I'll see you next time.